What is the common denominator over here? X minus 2 square. That is the common denominator, x minus 2 square. So if that is the common denominator, do I need to do anything to the fraction on the right? No need to change already, because it already has the denominator as x minus 2 square. So all I need to do is to take my pencil. Over here, I multiply this by x minus 2. Then it's also multiplied by x minus 2. Everything else is the same. So I get 5 times of x minus 2 minus 2 divided by x minus 2, and I square it, leaving me with 5x minus 12 divided by x minus 2 square. Is this correct? Yeah, okay. So part B. Part B. This is the one that I'm guessing some of you may have problems with. What do you think is the common denominator? X minus 2? That's it? X minus 2? Here I have x minus 2, but I don't have x minus 2 over here. What shall I do? Change the sign. How to change the sign? Plus become minus. So you are saying that this okay, let's see. You are telling me that this portion, let me write it over here, at 2 minus x, you want to change it to become what? X minus 2. Can we simply say that they are equal? No, then what should I do to make them equal? Times a negative 1, like this? Is this what you mean? Okay, yeah, they are the same now. So, let me rewrite it. I will have 5 over x minus 2 plus 2 over negative x minus 2. Okay, what do I do next? Now that I have this, the denominators are not exactly the same. So what can I do? I still want the denominator to be the same. How? Would you still like the denominator to be x minus 2? Okay, then how do I get rid of that negative sign over there? Because I want x minus 2, I don't want negative x minus 2. Then how? Divide by negative 1. Yeah, seems like we can do that, right? If I divide this by negative 1, then the negative sign will disappear, right? But if I do that to the denominator, what must I do to the numerator? I also must divide by negative 1. Some people don't like to divide, some people like to multiply. Does it give me the same thing? Is it the same? Multiply negative 1, divide negative 1, it's the same, right? So actually, this will result in this. Do you agree? This will be our result. And what this means is that I will now have 5 minus 2 over x minus 2, which is 3 over x minus 2. Okay? I hope you realize a little trick that makes things easier for us. Okay, let me just show you what I mean. From this conversion, I hope you have realized that a over negative b is equals to negative a over b, which is actually the same as negative a over b. Do you realize this? So instead of denominator multiplied by 1, numerator must multiply by 1, or denominator divide by negative 1, numerator divide by negative 1, here multiply negative 1, there multiply negative 1. Do you realize that all these are the same? Alright? So this is a little shortcut that you can use. As long as you know why it works, go ahead and use this. You see that this negative sign, whether it belongs to the denominator, whether it belongs to the numerator, whether it belongs to the whole thing, they all give you the same result. You can use your calculator and prove it and convince yourself. Okay, so part C now. So I'll use my little shortcut that I've discovered. This gives me 4 over p minus 3. And for the other fraction, what do you want the denominator to be? You want it to be p minus 3 as well, right? So what do I need to do to the denominator to make it p minus 3? Times negative 1, right? So if I multiply by negative 1 to the denominator, then I also need to multiply negative 1 to the numerator, which is actually the same as changing that sign, right? So this becomes plus 5 over p minus 3. I have skipped steps over here. Okay, why is it that I can do this? It is because of this particular relationship. Okay, at this point in time, who needs me to go through why from minus 5 over 3 minus p, it became plus 5 over p minus 3. Who needs me to go through this? Okay, how about who understands why it is like this? Who understands? Raise our hand. Doesn't seem to be everybody, so let me try and break it down for you. Okay, so here I've got a minus. I'll highlight everything that is the same for now. Okay, this whole part is the same. I didn't do anything to it, including the minus. Now the 5 over 3 minus p, I want the denominator to change to become p minus 3. Okay, but right now they are not equal, so I need to put a negative sign over here. Am I right? Okay, and using the relationship earlier on that I said, a over negative b equals to negative a over b, which is actually the same as negative a over b. So you must know, what this means is that, here, this one, I've got something over negative something. It is actually the same as this. They are the same thing. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to remove this negative sign. So originally there was a negative sign, I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to put it over here. Okay? Do you understand so far? So now I've got 4 over p minus 3 minus 5 over p minus 3, which gives me 4 over p minus 3 plus 5 over p minus 3. So that was the step that I skipped earlier on. You can go ahead and skip it as long as you know this relationship. So this gives me 9 over p minus 3. Part D. Okay, so again, same type of question. I know I'm going to keep the first fraction and minus 3a. Second fraction, what do you want the denominator to be? What do you want the denominator to be? Same? N minus 3a. So change this to become a plus 7 n minus 3a. And I get 9 over n minus 3a. Do you get this? Now if you did not skip any steps, you should still arrive at the same answer. Moving on. Now we are going to try again addition and subtraction for fractions with different denominators that can be factorized. Okay, let's just go straight into it. Okay, part A. 5 over x squared minus 4 minus 2 over x minus 2. How do you want to do this? The guiding principle is always the same. Make the denominator the same before you can add and subtract. What do you want the denominator to be in this case? X squared minus 4. But how do you convert the x minus 2 to become x squared minus 4? Times what? Are you sure times x minus 2? Are you sure? I give you a quick recap. X squared minus 2 squared, which is actually x squared minus 4, is equals to x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay, now you tell me, what do you want to multiply to the second fraction? X plus 2. So that the denominators will be the same, isn't it? Okay, so this is how we do it. We factorize the first denominator first. So here we have 5. And in the denominator, I've got x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay, this is showing the marker that, yeah, I know I am supposed to factorize that to get x plus 2, x minus 2. Now the second fraction, minus 2 over x minus 2, we want to multiply it with x plus 2. So that the denominators are now all the same. Here's where your Sec 1 work comes back to haunt you. For those who have not mastered it yet. Denominator is x plus 2, x minus 2. Numerator, 5 minus 2x plus 4. Am I right? Am I right? You dare to nod your head, huh? Where wrong? Is it plus 4 or minus 4? Minus 4. By now, all of you should be experts at this already. If you still do not see why, it should be a negative 4. Go and watch the videos from Sec 1. Huh? So our final answer will be 1 minus 2x over x plus 2, x minus 2. You can, of course, choose to leave it as denominator x squared minus 4. They are the same thing. Okay, can you try part B yourself? I will give you 3 minutes. So until 12:50. So the second fraction can be factorized. To give me first fraction 2 minus x. Second fraction is 5 over x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay? So we see, the denominators look like they can be related. Huh? So what do you want the common denominator to be now? What do you want the common denominator to be? X squared minus 4. Good choice. I like that choice. But the fraction on the left doesn't have x squared minus 4. So what should I do with it in order to make it x squared minus 4? You see, I don't have an x plus 2. I do have an x minus 2. So what do you want to do first? Let's change it to a negative first, right? Okay, let us multiply this with a negative, like this. So here we need to multiply by a negative 1 as well. Okay, so this gives me negative 2 over x minus 2 minus 5 over x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay, do you see that it's becoming like x squared minus 4 already? Becoming like it, right? So what is the next step? Multiply denominator and numerator by x plus 2. Okay, so bracket x plus 2. Okay, so now the denominators are the same. X plus 2, x minus 2. In the numerator, we have to expand carefully. Negative 2x minus 4 minus 5. Leaving me with negative 2x minus 9 over x plus 2, x minus 2. Sheldon, do you get this? Yes. Okay, good job. Questions? Okay, part C. What is the common denominator? Come on, everybody together. Common denominator? 12p minus 4q, which is actually 4 times or 3p minus q, right? Do we have to factorize? No, we don't really have to for our final answer. So here we have 4 minus 2 times of how much? What is this? 4 minus 2 times of? Oh, wait, I did it wrongly. 4 times of? 4 times of 4 minus 2. So we get 14 over 4, which is 7, over 2 times of 3p minus q. Right. Then, if you don't factorize, your answer should be 7 over 6p minus 2q. Why not? Okay. One by one, can I have questions? It sounds like this is a question that will be given for a test, and it seems like you are going to have problems with it. So what's the problem? Yeah, 4 times 4 is 16. Which is? Of course. You learn in primary school that you cannot leave your answer as 14 over 4, 16 over 4, right? You cannot leave your answer as 14 over 4, right? So this must be simplified to 7 over 2. Okay, take some time for this to sink in. Do your corrections. Before I move on, I require everybody to be sure of this question. So anybody, any other questions? Nana? So I'll move on to part D. Okay, part D. It's quite simple over here. 1 over n minus 3 minus 6 over n minus 3 n plus 3. Do you have this first step? Manage to see this? Okay, so quite clearly, we need to multiply this by n plus 3. N plus 3. To arrive at n plus 3 minus 6 over n minus 3 n plus 3. Final answer n minus 3 over n minus 3 n plus 3. Final answer 1 over n plus 3. Huh? What? Yeah, why not? Look, this belongs in a bracket, right? Cancel lah. Learn, make sure you are learning. 3 over x squared minus 10x plus 25 minus 8 over x minus 5. What is the common denominator? X squared minus 10x plus 25. But I need to factorize this, right? What does this factorize to give me? X minus 5 squared. Okay, let me check. X and x. Yeah, I'm supposed to get x squared. I'm supposed to have 25 and negative 10x. So you are suggesting this will be 5 and 5. I agree. Which gives me 5x, 5x. If I want the negative sign, this must be negative, 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 negative. Which gives me x minus 5 times x minus 5. Okay, so this is rewritten as 3 over x minus 5 times x minus 5, which is simply x minus 5 squared, minus 8 over x minus 5. So next step. Why? Here x minus 5 again. X minus 5 again. 3 minus 8x plus 40. So negative 8x minus 37 over x minus 5 squared. Yes, you can leave it as negative 8 minus 37 over... Oh, sorry. 3 plus 40 is 43. Yes, you're right. 43 minus 8x. Thank you. 43 minus 8x. You can leave it like this or... Okay? What? Yes, you leave it like this, you'll still be correct. Any other questions? Yes? Negative 8x? Yes, they are the same thing. I just prefer to start with a positive number. It's just me. Okay? Moving on. Can't hear you. X minus 5? Yeah, I already said can. Okay, part F. Okay, let's look at the same. X squared plus 10x plus 25. Okay, let's rewrite that. Agree? Factorize it yourself, Oh no, now I have a number minus a fraction. What should I do? Change the number to become a fraction, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so I have 3 minus 2y over 3 minus 2y minus 2 over 3 minus 2y, which gives me 1 minus 2y over 3 minus 2y. Okay? But h 3 minus 2m m plus 1 Okay, first step. All okay? Nothing very difficult, huh? Expand it out. 3m plus 3 minus 2m squared minus 2m minus 5m minus 5 minus 7. Okay, final answer.